So if you guys have been following along on my blog or on this YouTube channel, you know how much I love to use Todoist and Evernote to stay organized and productive. Well, when it comes to traveling, it is so important to keep all of your documents in line and to stay organized to make sure you have everything at your fingertips. So today I'm going to show you how I used Evernote to plan our travel. Hi, my name is Carissa. People call me Kissa, and I'm an entrepreneur and blogger based in Los Angeles. My goal is to share my journey as a businesswoman so that I can hopefully help others build their happiest lives. Guys, Evernote has changed the way I travel, no joke. I used it especially in this most recent trip that I took to Sydney and to Manila, and it was a godsend. I felt so at ease. I felt like I had everything at my fingertips and it was easy to access. So if you are interested in how I did that, make sure you keep watching. Okay, so here we are in my Evernote account. I use the premium version, but you can definitely still do this on the free version. So here is the Sydney Manila travel itinerary that I created, and I just wanted to show you this before we actually create one together. First of all, I created links, and I'll show you guys how to do that, but I created a packing list for Charlie and I. For every trip, I use a template, and I will just kind of add things as I need, or I will take things away depending on what I am going to be packing for the trip. In this particular case, I was attending a wedding, so you could see I have my bridesmaid's dress, my heels, and everything packed in my carry-on. So those are things that I added in. And then let me just click back here. And then Charlie has his own packing list. And then I always like to create a quick link section in my itinerary. And for Sydney in particular, it was our first time going, and we were going to use public transit to pretty much get everywhere, since my sister-in-law explained that their public transit system is really great, and I wholeheartedly agree. So what I did was I created some quick links to these websites, but you can create a link, and this one is to get an Opal card or the Sydney trip planner, which helps with trying to get directions, figuring out what time the train comes at your particular stop, coordinating airport transportation, that type of thing. And then below, you'll see our detailed itinerary. And in this particular case, I found it really, really useful because not only were we traveling to 2 different countries, but the US, Sydney, and Manila are in 3 different time zones. So here you'll see I have 3 columns: the date and time, the location of where we're supposed to be, and the details for it. So on Monday at 7 a.m. we had planned to take the Flyaway in Van Nuys, and that's a shuttle service here in LA that takes us to the airport. And then here is our departure time from LAX to depart for our connecting flight in Manila. So if I click on this link, as you can see it's a hyperlink, it will take me to my confirmation for my airline. And this is the thing that really helped when we were traveling and going from connecting flight to connecting flight. It was really easy for us to have everything at our fingertips and have it in a place where it was really easy to get to whenever we need to pull it up. For example, when we check in at the counter, when we're in line for TSA. Another thing that was needed was a visa, which Sydney calls an ETA. So I went ahead and sent myself the PDF of the email that confirms that I got my ETA, so that when I am entering into Sydney, I have it very quickly and easily to access. Another thing that I clicked a link to was our confirmation for our Airbnb, and so on and so forth. So this just was a 1-page place where I can access everything and find it really, really easily, and I really appreciated that. So let's go ahead and make our own. So I am going to go ahead and create a new note in travel. So I am actually leaving for San Diego. I'm helping with a wedding, and I am going to be taking the train to and from San Diego, and I'm going to put everything that I need for travel into this document. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my columns, and you can do that by going to Format, Tables, and Insert Table. So if I wanted to, I can just do it this way, click on Format, click on Tables, and then Insert Table. Or I can do the shortcut, which is Command-Shift-L. But I'm going to go ahead and click on it at this time. So based on my previous itinerary, I'm going to do 3 columns just like I did before, and I'll just do 1 row for now. And then table alignment, I like to put it in the center of the document. So now that that's here, I'm going to put in bold, because I like to be able to see it easily, the date and time, location, details. All right, so that's that. And now if I hit tab, which is how I've been moving from one cell to the other, it'll go ahead and create a row below. So you don't have to calculate how many rows you're going to need. You're actually just going to have to calculate the columns. So see how I pressed tab and it created a whole nother row, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on my itinerary. So the first thing I need to know is what time I need to depart to get to San Diego on time. What I did was I went ahead and forwarded all my confirmation emails to my Evernote inbox. To do that, all you need to do is get your confirmation email. For example, I am going to be staying at the Hilton Garden Inn. I'm going to go ahead and forward it to my Evernote upload account. It's an email account that you can use to send emails directly into your Evernote account. So all you need to do is make sure you save this email address in your contacts. You can actually find that in your preferences. Just save it. And then all you need to do is click send, and there is my confirmation for my check-in. Let me go ahead and put that into travel. I'm going to move my confirmation for my check-in as well as, okay, now that everything is in my travel notebook, I'm going to go ahead and go into San Diego. I'm going to look up the time I'm supposed to be departing, 8:40 a.m. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to put 8:40 a.m. And if you were going between different time zones, you can put Pacific Standard Time, Eastern Time. So that is the first item for business. Now, to be able to access my Amtrak ticket quickly and easily, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a link to my e-ticket that I already have in my notebook, which is right over here. So there are 2 ways to create a link in Evernote. The first way is I'm going to go ahead and right-click on my Amtrak e-ticket, and I'm going to copy the note link. So now that is saved and copied. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the text, and then I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to create a link, and I'm going to add, and then I'm going to paste the link and hit OK. So now if I click on the Amtrak ticket, I'm going to be able to access it very, very quickly. Now let's set up my arrival time. So I know that the train is about a 4-hour trip. Now I'm going to paste my Amtrak ticket again. So let me show you the second way that you can create a link to anything, to a website or to another note in your Evernote. I'm going to go ahead and right-click my Amtrak ticket. I'm going to copy the note link just like I did the first time. Then I'm going to put Amtrak ticket, and I'm going to highlight. All I do is I hit Command K, and as you'll see, the web address box popped up, and I'm going to hit Command V, which pastes our Evernote link in there. Then I'll hit OK, and let's see if it did the same thing. It did. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and finish the rest of the itinerary. Okay, so now that I'm done, there are a few quick links that I want to put at the very top of my itinerary, just so that it's easy for me to find once I get into San Diego. So I figured that I might be able to use public transit, and if I can, I'm going to definitely use it over an Uber because it'll save me some money. Just in case I'm able to use it, what I'm going to do is at the very top, I'm going to put in bold quick links. And these will be to external websites. So I'm going to go ahead and put San Diego Transit. Just like I would with an Evernote link, I'll go ahead and go to the website. I'll copy the link and then I'm going to highlight. And then I can either hit Command K or I can right click, put a link in and add, and then paste the link and hit OK. I can figure out maybe a bus to go ahead and get to a place that I want to go eat at. I can go ahead and click on it and it will take me to their transit system website. And you can put as many links as you want in your notebook. It's a great place to just kind of go and reference so that it's really easy for you to find. I really hope this video was of use to you. Hopefully this will inspire you to use Evernote for your next trip. If you have any suggestions on how you use Evernote, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I would love to hear your suggestions. If you'd like to see more travel tips that I have, go ahead and check out my blog. The address is blog.cocreativecartel.com. If you'd like, go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Anchor at JustKissa. Thank you guys!